Imagine you're living inside a medieval castle. Not as the castle lord, not as a knight. Just one of the hundreds of people who wake up every morning behind its walls. You expect breakfast. The guards expect breakfast. The servants expect breakfast. The stable workers expect breakfast. Even the castle lord expects breakfast. Every single day. But feeding a medieval castle wasn't simply a matter of cooking food. It was one of the largest operations inside the entire fortress. Because a castle wasn't just a home, it was a small city. Some castles housed only a few dozen people. Others had hundreds. And during festivals, weddings, or military campaigns, that number could grow even larger. Every one of those people needed food. Twice. Sometimes 3 times. Every day. Without fail. So where did it all happen? Inside one of the busiest rooms in the castle, the kitchen. Most people imagine a single fireplace, a cook stirring a pot, maybe a servant roasting meat over the fire. The reality was very different. A large medieval castle kitchen was enormous. Several fireplaces burned at the same time. Massive cauldrons hung above open flames. Entire animals roasted on long iron spits. Bread baked inside huge ovens. Servants chopped vegetables. Others carried water. Others prepared dough. Others cleaned pots. The noise never stopped. Neither did the heat. Smoke filled the air. Fire burned from sunrise until long after sunset. The kitchen wasn't simply another room. It was the engine that kept the castle alive. And at the center of it all was the cook. Most people think the cook simply prepared meals. In reality, he managed an operation. He had to know exactly how much food was needed, how much bread to bake, how much meat to roast, how many vegetables to prepare. Too little. People went hungry. Too much. Expensive food was wasted, and almost everything had to be ready at exactly the same time. Imagine serving hundreds of people without electricity, without refrigerators, without modern ovens, without timers, without running water. Everything depended on planning, experience, and perfect timing. But the kitchen couldn't do its job alone. Every day, supplies arrived from outside the castle. Carts loaded with grain, fresh vegetables, barrels of ale, salted fish, live chickens, firewood, sometimes entire cattle. The kitchen depended on an enormous network of farmers, hunters, fishermen, millers, and merchants. If the deliveries stopped, the kitchen stopped. And if the kitchen stopped, the castle had a problem, because castles didn't just need soldiers. They needed calories, especially during winter or during a siege. Food became just as important as swords. Sometimes, even more important. The kitchen also changed depending on who was eating. Ordinary servants often received simple meals. Bread, pottage, ale, occasionally meat. But when important guests arrived, everything changed. The fires burned hotter. More cooks went to work. Spices worth small fortunes appeared on the tables. Whole pigs roasted over open flames. Swans, peacocks, venison, fresh bread by the hundreds. Course after course filled the great hall. Not simply to feed people, but to impress them. Because in the Middle Ages, food was power. The bigger the feast, the richer and more powerful the noble appeared. And none of it happened by accident. Behind every successful banquet, behind every feast, behind every ordinary meal, stood a kitchen that never truly stopped working. People remember medieval castles for their towers, their walls, their knights, their battles. But none of those things mattered if the people inside couldn't eat. Long before a castle could defend itself, someone had to feed it. And that made the medieval castle kitchen one of the most important rooms behind the walls.